All right, we are going to do a weekly cap on the weight and just kind of give you some general updates. So, my weight as of today was 150.8. Honestly, it's the lowest I have ever seen it since before 2015. I have not been in that range at all. So, this is a huge milestone, and I'm super excited to have done this work this year. The second thing, my average weight 151.9, so I'm now getting into that lower range that I've been shooting for. Every day I write my goals, and the goals I have for myself right now are one, to get back in the range of 150 to 153. When I talk about range, by the way, I'm always talking about my average weekly weight. So the fact that I weighed in today at say 150.8 does not mean that I'm at the lowest end of that range. I always look to my weight averages to kind of know where I'm falling. I use Happy Scale app for that, by the way, if you're new and you didn't know that. The other thing that I am wrapping up this week, I'm very excited, is my second month of not tracking calories. I have been using the 8 app. I have been weighing my food, so I do still use my food scale. Portion control is huge. Even the most savvy of us, like I can generally tell you what is 3 or 4 ounces of chicken, but my eyes will always be bigger than my stomach. So me having a pretty solid handle on knowing, oh, this is 4 ounces of Greek yogurt. This is 15 grams of oil. Those things actually are very essential for me because I tend to overestimate, if you will, my portions. Like I will say, oh, I think that's 4 ounces of chicken. It could be 5 or 6. I always will probably lean that direction. I have clients who go the other direction. They tend to underestimate their protein and maybe overestimate carbs and fats. So you kind of, I think for a lot of us, just a food scale, even if you chose not to track food, if you chose not to track calories, points, or anything, a food scale is a very good eye opener. You know, if the package says 156 grams as a serving, whatever the package is, and you actually slap your bowl up on the food scale and you weigh out 156 grams, your mind may be blown. Whoa, that's a serving? So I've been using my food scale. And what I'm doing is I'm generally eating when I'm hungry. I am stopping when I'm satisfied. I'm not going on any crazy Dorito donut, eating whatever I want fiasco. I eat the foods that serve me well. I do have treats every day. Every single night, I'm slapping some Captain Crunch Cocoa Puffs. I make my own hard shell topping. I put it in my protein smoothie. I have the things I like and I eat them. And I don't worry about the carb grams. I don't worry about the sugar grams. Generally, if I'm in a calorie deficit, whether I'm tracking them or not, I will tend to lose weight over time. I know this. I've tested it. It happens. That's just the way it is. So my weight has been trending down. I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary of reaching out to the Half Size Meat community. I reached out to them in 2019, October 2019. And I let them know, hey, I'm having a difficult time right now. I have been taking in a lot of information that's been making me feel really kind of ho-hum about the whole process. I haven't been as dialed in as I need to, and my scream weight was 160 pounds, but I was getting up to 164, 165. So my goal for this year was to get back down to the lower end of my maintenance. So I will be thrilled if come October, I think it was like the 19th or the 20th, if I can be back at close to 150 by that time. Now keep in mind, just want to share this, that means that in a 12-month year, 12 months, I lost about 14, 15 pounds. The reason I want to highlight this is because we often don't consider a lot of things, and granted this year a lot of things happened that we couldn't have considered, but we have to think through. There's going to be periods where you don't lose weight. There's going to be birthdays, there's going to be holidays, there's going to be kids being hospitalized in New York City during COVID. There's going to be COVID, there's going to be quarantine, there's going to be all of these different wackadoo things that happen that we have zero control over. We're looking for a trend down in weight over time. Now, I will say, with the not tracking calories, things that are getting way easier, one, really listening to my body. I'm finding I have a varied cycle. Like sometimes I really don't want breakfast, or I'm okay with not eating breakfast, but there's some days I wake up super ravenous. So I really do need to listen to my body. I'm also noticing and taking a little less and talking to myself like a friend, like a coach. Hey, Heather, you can take a smaller portion right now. If you're hungry in a couple hours, you can come back and have more. That's getting a lot easier. I think with calories, when I'd pre-budget out my whole day, and where I was running into a little bit of a roadblock for myself, was I felt like I had pre-journaled it, pre-tracked it, kind of in a way deserved it, even if I didn't necessarily want to finish it. Like there were some days I was leaving the table feeling really full. So now, because I don't have that number and that feeling of I'm locked in my food for the day, I've been feeling a lot better and making some choices to leave food on the plate or just take smaller portions initially, which has been really serving me. So I am going into my 3rd month of no tracking calories. I'm hoping to zero in on my goal, which is to get back to an average of right around 150 to 153 to stay in that range. And then I'm probably, hopefully, going to switch into more of a maintenance approach, which will take some getting used to because I've never done that with not tracking calories if I choose to go that direction. But I just wanted to give you an update, share with you where I'm at, share with you this is possible. You don't have to go wild crazy in order to lose weight, even if in your mid-40s, even if you're perimenopause, even, no matter what you've heard, hit a calorie deficit, have some foods you enjoy, take the long approach. You're going to roll up on the next October, the next January, the next February. I mean, there's always going to be the next year, right? Like, so it's coming. The question is, do you want to be lighter than you are today? Or do you want to be heavier? Or do you want to stay the same? Because the time will pass. You just get to decide what general direction you're traveling in. You have a great day. Please like and subscribe to me on YouTube. I am going to be releasing some content on Instagram and Facebook, but I'm going to be actually doing the majority of it now on YouTube. So if you like and subscribe to me there, you'll get these great notifications that I have released new videos. I'm releasing usually 1 to 2 per day, all on weight loss mindset tips, help, ways to reframe and focus your mind. Questions, you can definitely leave them there for me. I would love for you to come join me over on YouTube to get daily videos that will help set your mind straight. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.